Next topic, inflation. You know, everybody believes certain things because they've been told a million times that inflation is caused by government spending. And that's bullshit, because government has been spending way more than they have for many, many years. And we didn't have inflation. All of a sudden we got inflation. Oh my God, we got to cut back. We got to stop spending money on social programs. We better get rid of Social Security, give it all to Wall Street so they can burn through it in a week. Inflation is caused by shortages of supply. It's as simple as that. If you can't get something, or you got to spend more money to get it, like gasoline, you got to pay it. Because you got to have gasoline to put in your car for the most part, most cars, and you have to buy it no matter what. You're forced into it. And so that's what's causing inflation, is the gasoline shortages, which are really fake. They're all fake, just like they were in the 70s. Henry Kissinger helped set up this whole the oil embargo and the bullshit with Saudi Arabia so that they could raise the oil prices so that the Saudis and these other countries could buy weapons, could buy more weapons. Yes, that's what they needed over there. Oh, jeez. Now, one of the problems is that the government spends money on the wrong thing. They give money to the rich, they give tax breaks to the rich, and the rich are the last persons that need it. A lot of these rich scumbags don't understand. Why don't you just buy a Tesla? You know? God almighty, how stupid can you be? Because you still need all kinds of energy to charge up a Tesla. They're nice cars. They're fast. They're great if you want to spend the money on them. But don't say that that's the solution to our energy problems, because it's not. And you're never going to solve it with windmills and solar panels, okay? It's just not going to happen. Even Michael Moore understands that, whether he understands anything else. We need nuclear power and then fusion, which you can't develop fusion without nuclear power, to solve our energy problems. It's very simple. You use technology and advanced technology to solve problems. You don't back away from it and retreat and go back to a more sustainable system, because you're going to kill millions of people, and you're going to kill more people than wars kill. Surprise, surprise. So inflation is caused by shortages, particularly fake shortages. Now, some of the shortages that we're getting is because of fuel costs. It's causing a lot of bottlenecks. Some truckers can't even afford some of the gas to fill up their tanks, because they have these big tanks on these 18-wheelers. Diesel costs more than gasoline. Diesel is a byproduct of making gasoline, and they charge more for it. Oh my God. You know, it's everything is stupid. Everything is ridiculous. God almighty. People need to learn something. See, you're never going to learn anything when you go to college and you learn like political science or arts. You know, how to scribble on something. Oh my God. We need science and technology. We need to study physics. We need to study astrophysics. We need to understand about the planets and the moon and how to get there again, and mining asteroids and all of this. We need to move forward. That's the only way we're going to solve our problems, is to move forward. And that's what I consider a real progressive. Somebody wants progress, not conservatism. Conservatism means don't have progress. Back off on everything. Let's keep things the way they are. You know, let's make sure we don't change the system because the system is working for the rich, and there's going to be a trickle-on effect. So we get trickled on. Our wages haven't gone up since the 80s. They haven't. I'm literally making the same wage that I made in 1986. It's freaking amazing. I have an electronics engineering degree, but that's just the wages that are there. And take it or leave it. So, if you think that inflation is caused by government spending, then you're an idiot, because you don't know what you're talking about, and you listen to Milton Friedman and these other dumbasses. I don't know how these people got degrees. I really don't. The Chicago School of Economics is a bunch of morons teaching morons. Oh my God. Do you ever look at any kind of charts? One of the things that happened was when Nixon took the dollar off the gold standard, and suddenly currencies began to float on the market. What happened? Manufacturing took a nosedive, and speculation skyrocketed, because you could make more money speculating on currency values than you could manufacturing products. And then we ended up moving a lot of our factories over to places like China and India, Bangladesh. You know, go to a store and look for something that says made in the USA. I mean, you can find things like coolers, you know, styrofoam coolers and rakes and hoes and shovels, stuff like that. But, oh my God. You know, I mean, the manufacturers took everything over there because they wanted to make more profits for the owners, the CEOs, and the stock and the stockholders. And screw the workers, screw the families. Now look at Detroit, it's destroyed. Look at Pittsburgh, it's the Rust Belt, because the steel manufacturing took a nosedive. Oh, it's cheaper to buy it from China. Oh my God. They don't understand the long-term effects, the macroeconomics of the situation, and they don't give a damn. They don't care whether you lose your job or not. It's too bad. But then the Republicans are all freaking out about welfare and food stamps. Well, who's on welfare and food stamps? The people that lost their jobs when the manufacturing moved to Asia. God almighty. I've never seen so many stupid people in all my life. One of the things I'm really pushing is the People's Party. PeoplesParty.org. You need to check it out. It's a lot of the Bernie Sanders people that got really pissed off when Bernie Sanders fell to his knees before Nancy Pelosi and the DNC started kissing their rings and licking their boots. And now I get emails from them. We got to do this. We got to save democracy. Fuck you, Bernie. What are you talking about? You can say anything you want, but where's the action? Where's the votes? You need to whip it. You need to whip the votes. Isn't that what they call it? The Democrats are a bunch of pussies, okay? Because they don't have the guts to do anything. And the Republicans are a bunch of scumbags because they point their fingers at the criminality that's going on in the Democratic Party right now, but they don't do shit either because they're just as guilty as the Democrats. I mean, you've got the Jeff Epstein case. Nothing. Hillary Clinton and the Clinton Foundation and the pay for play and the bullshit. Nothing. You know, oh my God. She should be in prison. And then the DNC did all their voter fraud and bullshit. And everybody, oh, you can't talk about that. Oh my God, you're spreading misinformation. Well, the Republicans commit vote fraud, yes, because they throw people off the rolls, people that they think might vote Democrat. So they figure out a way to weed those people out of the voting rolls. But then you've got the Democrats that own the media, which are owned by the oligarchy, that want certain policies. They want Joe Biden in there because he's a dumbass. He's a puppet, and they can do whatever they want. And they can tell them to be and do what they want. And they spread misinformation about Trump. What about Hunter Biden's laptop? Oh, it was a Russian plant. Oh, well, now we find out that it's not a Russian plant. It exists. It was there. And there was communication between him and Pedo Pete, which was the name that he gave his father, which is not surprising at all. All of these people need to be in prison. Republicans and Democrats. And neither side is doing anything because they're both guilty. We're in a criminal situation. And we're run by a one-party money system. And it's unconstitutional. We need a viable third party. The Greens were never any good because they focused on environmental bullshit, like shutting down nuclear power, which made the global warming problem worse. These people are dumbasses. I've never seen so many dumbasses running things. Jesus Christ. So, we need the People's Party, peoplesparty.org. You've got to join, you've got to volunteer, and you've got to donate. And we need to push Tulsi Gabbard to become the presidential candidate. We need to press for real progressives to run for office. Why don't you run for office? You couldn't be any worse than the shitheads that are running things now. I can't run because I got a few skeletons in my closet, which, back in the 80s, we did a lot of drinking and partying and shit like that. And it's the other reason why Jimmy Dore doesn't want to run, because he's got skeletons in his closet too. But we know what's going on. We understand the situation. We know how to solve it. But we've got to defeat the oligarchy. We've got to destroy them. And we can do that if we can get some good people in there, some good attorney generals, and some good candidates to push against the fraud and corruption. I got this email thing from Michael Moore. Jesus Christ, he has turned into a dumbass. His solution to this is to get rid of all the get rid of all the Republicans and get only Democrats in. Wow, that's a great idea, Michael. Jesus Christ, you're an idiot. What do you think that's going to do? Nothing. It's only going to make the situation worse. And he's worried about, white privilege and this crazy bullshit about white supremacists. This shit's been going on for hundreds of years. 100 years ago, there was some really crazy bullshit coming out of think tanks. It's appalling. The whole slavery issue was appalling. But white privilege is not me and the middle class. The white privilege is the oligarchy, the people that have billions of dollars that pass on millions of dollars to their kids, and the corruption that's the privilege. I didn't get anything when I was a kid. I had to work for every penny that I made. I had to buy my own car. I had to pay for my own insurance. I had to get an education. I had to pay for that. Because my parents taught me that you don't get anything for free. I didn't agree with all the religious bullshit, but at least that was a good thing. And it taught me about work ethic and That's why when I lost my job, because the economy took a dump, because the government wouldn't do anything about Wall Street bankers, that wasn't my fault. That was my business crashed. Not my fault. Didn't have anything to do with it, but I and millions of others took the beating. We took the brunt of it. The oligarchy didn't lose anything. Nope. They were excited about it because they could buy property at 10 cents on the dollar. So, oh my God, stupid morons, dumbasses. Oh my God, read Alexander Hamilton and John Jay and Adams, John Quincy Adams. Read Matthew Carey. These were the people that were the founding fathers that understood about what the British were doing. They understood about the British Empire. Ben Franklin. These guys understood about what was going on and the evils of their economy. And the British pushed the slavery issue. They pushed it. They were back in the South. It was an abomination. So, as much as you scream at the mountaintop, slowly but surely something good will happen. But we're going to have to bank on the peoplesparty.org. No other solution. No other way. Because you can never expect anything from the uniparty, the Democrats and the Republicans and the money party that are run by the oligarchy. Nothing good is going to happen, okay? We got to go with the peoplesparty.org. All right, got to go. This is Terry Allen, a real progressive, signing off. Have a great day.